All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to PT Launch Lab. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Callum.
So we're a bit freeballing it today. We're just going to go off a couple of different topics. I know, Callum, I know you want to cover
Yeah,
a couple to start.
and this is number 5 as well. And to be honest with you, I'm really enjoying it. And I think it is what we're doing now is we're building something where it's exactly what we wanted to do. I was having a conversation with one of our learners the other day, and the reason why they find it so useful is because there's not enough conversation out there for fitness professionals, personal trainers out there about the reality of it.
Yeah, but I think that's what brings us on to another point is that we're going to start getting people on as of next week. We're going to start asking some local PTs, and hopefully we'll start building that community up then and get a few guests on, and we'll get a bunch of different stories. We've got people from fight backgrounds, people from weight loss backgrounds, people who've come into the job straight from school, people who've come straight from the from work all the life as well. So I just feel like getting that conversation and see where, doesn't matter where you are, that you can actually find a job.
Absolutely.
A PT. So,
and at the end of every podcast starting from next week as well, we're going to be putting polls out on Instagram, on Facebook, reaching out to people to try and get some question and answer sessions going, because we want to answer the questions that people have got burning, because we might not always cover the things that people really want to know. And, sometimes we skim over stuff, they want to elaborate. And I think it's really important at the end, if you want to have your question answered, we'll answer it. But yeah, so just a bit of a catch up, really. I mean, I went away for a week. I went on a cruise to Norwegian fjords. So, how's it been in the gym this week?
well, busy when I'm on my own. So for me, obviously, the gym at the minute, the boxing side of it is absolutely crazy. One of the shows actually got cancelled this week, so it sort of freed up my Saturday. I've got my own boxing preparation. As of next week, I'm going to Pontefract races today, my first drink in probably a year. Obviously, I've got to be careful. We're having kids next day, but so that'll be good. Looking forward to that. And then it's serious time then for my training. I've got a big tournament that I'm entered in for the youngsters.
So tell us a little bit about that then, because I know we've obviously spoke about it. So what's that entail?
So potentially, I believe to win it, you'll have like 6 fights in 4 weeks. So you enter. I'll go down to Brid, so Bridlington. If anyone doesn't know that, I'll go down there the 14th of September, and everyone's name goes in and out, everyone in country, and then you pick it out, and that's if you fight on that day or not.
All right. Yeah. Is it all like same weight classes?
Yeah. So like a standard weight class. So you got all I know weight class wise is there's an under 67 bracket and under 71s bracket, and we're for under 67 just purely for the height. So when I fought at 68 last time, the lad was 6'4".
I remember that fight.
Yeah. It's southpaw as well. So if anyone doesn't know that, it's like double the distance away. So obviously I've actually got low bracket. I've not really fought that low since I was 18, 19. So, and then if we would be in a tournament, I'm gonna have to stay in that sort of weight for the full length. So I'll weigh in. It's on the day fight, so you need to be fit, ready to perform on that day. And then you might fight midweek, weekend. All the qualifiers have got to be done for the 28th, so that's 2 weeks. And then after that, you do your October, which is your quarterfinals, and then your semi-final and final are the same weekend, the following weekend. And that's all on TV.
Oh, that's exciting.
Obviously, I want to win it off. I don't want to be sat on this podcast then saying that I went out early or anything, but it is part of the game, I guess. But
no, absolutely. And what I always find interesting about your weight class specifically, the best thing about it is with boxing, for people who don't actually know boxing, your weight class is ridiculous as well, because the range in size and shape and people that you get in your weight classes are absolutely insane. Because once you start getting towards light, heavyweight, yeah, it's all open season. But with your guys, like, you could get someone that's your weight but double your size.
And I fought at 66 kilo, which, again, anybody who doesn't know that, it's like 10.5 stone. So that'll be easier for people to understand. Most people I fought are over 6 foot, which is crazy. It's not like when you do the day before weigh-ins, people do that rehydration. So once I go into the pro level, like, I'll cut even lower because you'll rehydrate. So a lot of it you just cut water weight, and then after that you'll put it on. So say if I go in at 63 kilo for the weigh day before, I might be fighting at like 67. That's how much the water can make a difference. Whereas when I've got a fight on the day, obviously I can't pull that water out and dehydrate myself because I'd be too depleted.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit crazy. So I'm going for the smaller weight bracket purely for that height advantage, or to avoid a disadvantage.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And for anybody who wants to follow that, obviously, if you're following Ryan as well, we'll be sharing plenty of stuff on the page, but I'm really excited for that. Really excited. So, yeah, so another couple of things as well. I mentioned it on our socials a couple of weeks ago, but now for all across our course payments, we're now offering payment options so you can spread the cost. Okay, so whether you want to put down the deposit initially, you can spread that cost. You want to pay for the full course, spread the cost, meaning, exactly, meaning you can get on the course, and the idea is what we want to give you is the option so you can get on the course and get qualified, because what we always say is the most important step is getting qualified, but it's just the first step. So getting in there, getting it done, that's the important thing. Another thing that's coming, which I also mentioned, is down the line, we're going to be now offering CPD courses. When these come through, they are extra mini courses that go on top of your course to advance your level of knowledge. So we will be running stuff like an advanced nutrition course, how to program with clients within your scope of practice, how to make sure that you're looking after their metrics, making sure that you're looking after their daily habits, as well as programming, knowing how to program with different experience levels, anywhere from someone who's never even touched a weight up to someone who's wanting to improve their form on compound movements, for instance. We're going to give you the tools and the knowledge so you know how to program specifically for that person and be able to build those templates in the background. So when you do onboard a client, all you have to do is adapt to that person.
Did you know I've been qualified since 2011?
Such a Jella.
I've got a Sunday belly pad, like shield, punch shield in there. That's older than some clients that I train now.
That's insane. But like, I think of 2011
That's
as
what I've got as well.
not that long ago, and years ago. And most people coming through now, they're born in the 2000s. You've got no idea how old you feel. Because I were trained somebody.
I think some like when I've got the younger lads in boxing, and I think I'm quite cool and I'm moving and stuff, and then when I realise age, I'm like, Jesus,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not that cool.
Like when you train a young kid or a friend, like, what are you doing tonight? I'm going here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So what are you doing? I can't wait just to go to bed.
Yeah.
Just relax.
Yeah, kids. That's what I've got. I train two lads at the minute. And every weekend it's a festival, or literally festival, or they've got a night planned, or one of the mates is a DJ and they're behind decks and stuff like that. And I said I live through them at the minute. I've got three of the lads from the class at the minute in Ibiza. They were sending me videos yesterday. Let's just keep them coming because I'm living through you.
I think it's just like the side with the kids as well. So when I was on the cruise, we were with our friends and they got a 4-year-old and we've got a 9-month-old. And obviously on a cruise, there's a lot to do for a 4-year-old. There's so many things. You can go to shows, you can do it. With a 9-month-old, we literally went out during the day, did what we did. By 9 o'clock, we're putting her to bed and we're going to bed. And I kept getting messages off my mate going, "Are you coming to do this? You coming to do that?" No, I want to go sleep. Just like, please.
Times have changed. My little one's, because she's walking and that now, she's just in everything, any cupboard. Get everything out of cupboards. I've usually got a Garmin watch and she's in it somewhere. When I'm in my living room, my phone connects to it, so I know it's in the house, but I just can't find it. So stuff like on that sound from that, but yeah. So probably moving on now. So one thing I did want to talk about, I know what we said, like where did they begin this journey? Well, everyone else is beginning their PT journey, and I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with it. Like that, as you're trying to grow, we're trying to grow, and I just don't know why, but I just love that standpoint of it, right? And what we're doing to keep growing it, and like for now, we've just added more to his team, so more on the marketing side, digital side. But we'd like to introduce you to at some point, Harry, and we've got a big chat with him again today. Callum spoke to him yesterday. Just really positive things moving us in the right direction. I just feel like once you get that next step where you just seeing potential, that's what I sort of live off me. Like a lot, even if whatever idea I've got don't make me a millionaire, I just love the fact that maybe possibly could one day, or that, and I've just lived off that. I've had so many ideas over years, and I always think enjoy the journey more than the destination. And they say that the person who loves walking will walk further than the person trying to get to a destination.
And it's an hard lesson to learn as well, because I think the main thing that we always press on is when you're getting into this if you go in with a money mindset where you're thinking you're going to do this pure just to earn the money, you're going to do really poorly. Because trust me, if you're getting this for the money straight away, you're going to struggle because it's just a hard game.
Yeah.
But if you enjoy it, doors open for
I
you.
think time can change that though. So like, I spoke to you like, sort of off camera, and I had a list of things I wanted to do. Is something that we wanted to talk about is having like goals, monthly goals, 6-month goals, year goals, and I once wrote them. I didn't really give a time, but I had like a certain car I wanted when I wanted a house, when I wanted a gym, and I had them all written down, and I had that in my diary for about 10 years. But I do think I don't think it changes over years depending on your situation. Like if I just come out of college or school or whatever, and I do want to make money, like I love the idea of getting it all done quick and just really killing them hours and doing the unpaid hours, just working day till night and night till morning as well. I love that sort of mindset where you're grafting for it and you're chasing it. Like I did all them times as well. As of now, because I built it up to a point where I could be comfortable, but I still got that little bit of me, that little young version of me that still wants to chase the dream, which is why I'm sort of good doing the boxing again still now. Come back so late.
Yeah, you always want a little bit more. And I think it's not a negative thing. I think you've only got a finite amount of time on the planet. And if your career is your passion, like a lot of people happy just doing the job, getting paid, going home, and that's it. And they're happy. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if your passion is doing well and bettering yourself and personal development, there's nothing wrong with wanting more all the time. But also considering the fact if you don't enjoy it during the time, you're never going to be happy. Like if you're always trying to strive to be happy, like I'm going to be happy when I get to this level, it's never going to work. Because if you're always striving to get to that point and that point and that point, you're just going to keep pushing the goalpost and you'll never have that appreciation from where you've come from.
And how much it changes as well during the journey. Like you won't believe how many different angles I've gone from, and how many times I've thought like, oh, PT, and I've always PT. Like I used to do more weight side, obviously got more into the boxing side. I once went all over the world online with Ultimate Shred, and that one literally just took over everywhere. I come over, we got the map up, and there were just dots everywhere all over the world: Canada, USA, Dubai, you name it, were there. Like, and I thought I'd made it. So I sort of took a back step on PTs, but then tried to work in an office. It just wasn't me either. So what I wanted, actually want. So, again, just don't have one set path. Like just be ready to take other opportunities as well, and just divert when you need to, just to make sure you're happy, because you end up chasing it and if it becomes too much like work, you won't enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole point of doing this is to make it not like you're just doing a job. It's your passion. So
You will still fall into doing silly hours, like even to now, I still do.
100%.
I did when I do on Wednesday. I did 14 hours on Wednesday. So I did my first personal training session at 7 morning, and then I trained midday, and then I worked all 9. Sorry, 13 one-to-ones, and then I trained myself 14 hours like straight. And I'm like 32 next month, and I'm still doing these silly hours where I thought I didn't think I'd be doing them now. But
It just shows character, and plus as well, like we're all striving towards a goal, and if that's what you want to do, then you got to put in the time. Absolutely. So
went to let's go into the parts. I know you always cover some parts of it.
Topic of the day, and I think this is a really one to hit home, especially for those on the course or finishing the course or just trying to get into the industry. And I want to talk about role modeling, especially with your fitness influencers in today's world. So the main point I wanted to talk about, what I mean by role modeling, is when you're getting into this business, everyone's got access to social media, and they usually find somebody on Instagram that they really enjoy and they really like their ideas. So again, I think James Smith's a beautiful example of that. He really changed the fitness influencer industry about, real talk, about saying how it is rather than embellishing, and it's the real world.
He simplified it.
Yeah.
He cut the bullshit, didn't he, for sure. I spoke about the other guy. Is it Ryan? Like, is it RS? I can't remember if it's RS Fitness or something.
The Geordie guy.
Yeah. He's another one. Very upfront, very in your face. A bit what's the word? people that are not sure about it, it's a bit bit of a conflict with it.
Yeah, he's trying to give you the hard line rather than
Yeah. Some of it you think it's people probably disagree with how he's doing it, but again, that's how he's created his community of people, is the people who want that.
yeah. And
Wanting to tell you, he will literally tell you straight up if you're being lazy, but like he'll tell you straight to your face that you're lying.
yeah,
But stop being fat, and you're like, "Geez, but that's just his approach. Same with James Smith. Everyone's obviously avoiding words nowadays and making sure not to be politically correct all the time. And them two are the absolute polar opposite to that, which
100%.
can create a bit of conflict. But most people, that's what they want. They want it straight down the line, and I think you just got to be careful with it. I think that's what we're leading to, is be careful who you're taking the influence off. Those people are separate. Right? They're the first to do it. You almost look like an unprofessional copy version. I don't think it looks professional at all. Like, I think you should want to keep your audience as wide as possible.
Yeah,
I think they're just this constant swearing, and I think especially in the young PTs now, when I listen to them and they're doing the videos and they all just want to be next James Smith and constantly swear. It looks rubbish. Like, no one wants to listen to that.
And I think, like, the most important thing to understand, if you're going to go out there and spread information, you're trying to do it in a positive sense, right?
It's unprofessional and educated like this. Although I'm not major educated, as you can probably tell when I speak, but I like to think that I try do my best to sound my best, to try speak to people correctly. Like, obviously, I never get out of the Yorkshire twang, but makes me different.
But that's the thing, though. Like, you're being honest and you're actually wanting to help people. And this is the thing that annoys me about a lot of these fitness influencers that are trying to come through now. So the idea is that you're trying to spread that information, and yeah, you're trying to go straight down the line saying you are doing this and it's wrong and this, right? That's not helping people. You're speaking to people that are genuinely looking for the answer. Instead, you're swearing at them. Instead, you might be hurting the feelings. And yeah, you might not care about that. But the idea is, if you're genuinely trying to help someone, then just be a real person, right? If you've got information that's going to be useful to someone, you don't have to say it to them like they've already done something wrong. Just explain. And again, be anecdotal about it, because at the end of the day, no matter what information you're spreading, it's still your opinion, okay? You can pull whatever study out your ass you want. For every study, there's an opposing study. But make it clear that it worked for you or it worked for them, and it might work for you. Again, spread the information with positivity. You're not trying to, because I think what a lot of people try to do is, like, negative press is still press.
Yeah.
So you get those clicks, even though people don't like what you're saying.
I think that's what they want to do, be in your face, and they want to go to the top. I think it's the wrong approach.
100%.
And don't think, although they're trying to sound legitimate and it's supposed to be organic and it's supposed to be real, and this is what it is, and this is how everybody speaks usually, it's not. Yeah, it's actually, it looks more forced when they're trying to be that guy. Like, I don't get it. I see it more in women as well. Weirdly, from Australia, all the women in Australia seem to just be, just like, just constant swearing. It's just, I don't get it. But again, each to their own. I'm not saying how I do it's perfect, but I think in person, you definitely got to be able to change slightly with that one as well. I mean, you might not. You might stick to your guns and just be that person. If you want to be the Marine guy all the time, then you be that guy. Like, I'm sure you'll get enough clients and people know you for that. I like to have the approach where each person can be different. Some need a pat on the back. Others need a bit of criticism. Some people need lifting up. Some people need not breaking down. But I think sometimes when you push people to the limits, that's when you see the best. Others depend on time they're going in their life. They might not be quite there. They might not understand what it's like to be at that point yet. So I'll use boxing as an example. So we do red zone sessions or sparring, or we do like tough love rounds, shark tent rounds, as other people know it, where you get a fresh person every minute, and it's almost like a character building at the beginning when you've never been in that before. It's intimidating, it's scary. You feel like you can't get to end, but that's when you realize how much you've got in you. And then once they sort of cross that point, that's when you can really start eating the training into them, and they understand then what's required to get to where they want to be. So
yeah, because they're supposed to take something away from it. And the reason why
you're not meant to win the rounds, you're there to show the heart, the grit, to be in the deep water. So then when it happens on fight night and there's someone stood in your face who's less tired than you, and they're constantly on you, you've been there before. It's not going to be something that you're not used to. It avoids the adrenaline dump or the crash or just wanting to quit.
So the main reason I wanted to talk about it, because when I was on the cruise, I was using the gym and there was like little group of lads in there. And one of them obviously looked like he'd been training a couple of years. And yeah, he looked good. And he must have been training with his brothers. And he was trying to give them advice. And he went down the route of don't fucking do it like that, do it like this. Don't. And he were literally shouting at this kid while
Yeah, just tell them what to do, but not how to do it.
yeah, and I had to stop myself from doing it because it's not my problem, it's not my situation. I wanted to say to him, listen, if you want someone to take your advice, stop telling them that they're doing it wrong. Say, look, what you're doing, it could be better. Try this instead. And even if it's just your family member, I know it's a situation where he's training with his brother, that might just be how they are. But to give somebody the right information is about, again, this is a PT trick as well. You're going to have to explain to different people the same thing a million different ways.
Yeah, so a good one for this. So inside and outside cue. So an inside cue would be something, I don't know, neutral spine, knees full at line of your toes, all good stuff. An outside cue would be a good example when you're doing like a stiff leg deadlift, RDL, like push your bum back as if you're touching a button on the wall. Just that. So that'd be like an outside cue. And you'll get 1,000 of these, like across years of training people. You'll come up with your own. Like, you've got a lot of outside cues that you'll hear from other people, but you'll just make your own up. I do a lot of it related to the sport that they're doing. So like the rugby guys, so say they're doing like a bend at the waist, sort of slip, and they've got a step in towards them, I'd be sort of like turn it into the rugby side of it. When you do that, you tuck your chin in for your rugby and you're driving forward, what position would you be in? And I sort of try and make it like that. Or I know people that do golfing, so rather than the rugby version of it, I'd be like, as if you're going to go down for golf when you're bending at your hips. And it's weird how creative you get of it over years and how many different ones that I could say the same one to one person, say to the next one, they won't have a clue what I say. So that's right. You have to just get so like creative with your explanations.
And that just comes with experience. I think the best way to start that is explain it to yourself the way that you think you'd understand. So when I'm trying to teach myself a new exercise, I'll read whatever, I'll watch a video, and then I'll try and talk myself through it. Once I understand it, and I've done it a few times, then I'll start trying to relay that information. Because the easiest way to learn, this works for me the best, I'll take in some information and then I'll try and teach someone or teach.
Yeah, you learn on the job
Talk it
as
out.
well.
Yeah.
I learn on the job. I come out with some of these outside cues that I've never even said in all 15 years of PTing. I come out with it, a new one, I feel.
Some magic.
I said that for years.
Yeah.
Magic just comes out.
I do. I literally still do that to this day. I think going back to that, what you said with Cruz as well, with the guy who were in shape and his friends obviously could tell they'd not done it before. Do you think it's key to look the part as a PT?
Ooh. So this I think it's very controversial.
That's the word I was looking for earlier.
Yeah.
Controversial about the Jason Smith.
So I will say this, and it's just an analogy. If you went to a dentist and the dentist had rotten teeth, would you take his advice?
Yeah, no.
And that's not to say, all right, and when we say, should you be in shape as a PT, that doesn't mean that you have to be ripped, below 10% body fat. You have to be muscular or whatever. What it means is the things that you're prescribing, that you're practicing, and also that you've got the habits in place to show what a healthy lifestyle is. Now, we've seen PTs of all shapes and sizes, but it depends on also the niche that you're doing.
Yeah, I know some PTs have just got the gift at gab as well. They can talk, and I can remember, I'm sure Neil, and I doubt he'll be watching it now, but hopefully when it gets bigger, they'll see it. He used to be the best talker I've ever seen. Like he'd come in, he was the first one to be in exercise for less, and anyone who come through the door, he knew. And he could just, right, when are we training? When are we next in? Talk to him, and everyone loved him. All PTs loved him. Everyone in the gym loved him, and he was constantly busy with clients. There, he used to say he used to teach boxing, but he couldn't box. But he was just so confident in it, and he did it for exercise, did it for fun. He had everyone laughing all the time. I think that's good. I mean, he looked good though as well. To be fair, he did look the part. So
yeah, like even to a certain extent. I mean, I was quite a big kid a few years ago. I think when I was your client, I was still losing weight.
You're a little bit short.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it came up on me time up when you just finished it.
Yeah.
We had one tattoo, wasn't it?
And then evolution happened. Yeah. But this is the thing, right? So my PT brand is all about helping people improve their lifestyle, get stronger. Mine's predominantly weightlifting because I have based my education around learning how to lift weights properly, safely, maybe building muscle, but also getting stronger. Majority of my clientele is women who are strength training. And that is what my brand's built around because health is wellness and that's my root of wellness. And I think it's important, like people know that I lift weights.
Yeah.
And I'm not below 10% body fat, but I could be if I want to be. And the idea is I've got the knowledge to do that. So I think the main point I want to make is it's not necessary to be ripped or in shape, but right, if that is the type of persona that you're branding, then
absolutely. So if you're trying to tell people how to bodybuild, I know a lot of these again new influencers on online PTs, whatever you want to call them, telling you how to do a lateral raise in a different way. Don't do it like this. You're skipping this when for generations and generations there have been bodybuilders that look unbelievable. Like don't take into account gear and stuff like that. You're still going to train like a maniac anyway. But just trying to give new things or trying to just be or different to everyone else just for the views. If you're not built yourself, it's kind of hard to give credibility or believe it if you've not done it for enough years yourself, or if you try to tell people how to lift weights, but you've not really got the years behind you and knowledge behind you, or even like you said, the build. If I'm telling people how to cut and do my diet and I'm not in shape, then it's hard to believe.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah. And the reality is you can't reinvent the wheel, right? So you're not coming to this industry and you're not going to be any different from anybody else in this industry. You might know a little bit more about certain subjects than other people, but the idea is the exercises are out there. If people actually really wanted to learn, they go on the internet and find out. What your job is speaking to your people on how to do it their way and be happy. And I think that's the thing that people lose track of.
Off note as well, keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. You come in and everyone's tied to resistance bands.
Yeah.
Just keep it simple. Like I just said, we can't reinvent the wheel. Have some structure and keep it basic until you actually do build that specific knowledge in them areas, whether it might be rehab, prehab stuff. But
and remember as well, personal training, the most key part of that is the personal bit, right? People come to you when they see your brand, they stay with you because of you, right? You're the person that they want to work with. So you are the face of your business. So when we're talking about should you be in shape as a PT, if you're looking to promote a certain thing, do the thing, okay? And that's the most important aspect. Be you, be original. This is the whole topic of today, of being a fitness influencer. Be original, be yourself, and the business will grow around you.
Get 65-year-old Linda on zero gravity boots upside down.
On the
doing sit-ups.
Do you know what I saw on the cruise? And I've not seen them for years. The shake machine. You remember that platform? You stand on it and vibrate. Yeah.
And it's the Liver King.
How is that still a thing?
Yeah. What are they called now? I don't know, because they used to run exercise for less. And it was called Wobbleos or something. Oh, Fabulos.
The epilepsy machine.
Or yeah, it's crazy. Liver King's doing it a minute.
Yeah, I mean
he's doing it, and he's off his.
Yeah, I'd love to know what he's taking. Get the blood work again.
100%. Trying to call Joe Rogan out, isn't it?
I know, that's insane. It's insane.
He got police involved, didn't he? Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I've been
Just cut it off there right now.
I've been seeing the clips Liver King, and he keeps getting picked up in Texas and getting kicked out of hotels because he's not wearing shoes.
He was doing that wobble board, but he's got all them branches hanging out of his boots and in his arm and stuff. He's like,
this guy's a billionaire.
Yeah, he's trying to do. He's trying to stay relevant, I think now. And
yeah,
I think he's acting. I don't think he's crazy. I think he's acting crazy. I think it's all an illusion to boost. Everyone's like, what's he doing? Why is he doing? It's again just a weird approach to stay relevant. But anyway, guys, let's wrap it up. That's podcast 5, PT Launch Lab. Like, subscribe, comment, keep letting us know what you want to see, or if there's any guests in mind that you'd like to see on the podcast. Thank you.
Yep, thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you next week.